It's really a great pleasure to be here and to be a part of our World Book Fair 2026. As this platform really helps the aspiring authors to display their thoughts in the format of book, e-books, as well as to actually share views, concept, and moreover, I always believe authors should be recognized worldwide. There are lots of big world book fair is also becoming a part of this world. As we all know, World Book Fair is coming out with new aspiring authors, big speakers out here, and here, as I can see, more than 3,000 plus stalls out there, great speakers, and it's really great opportunity for me out here to get my book being displayed out here. Thank you so much for inviting me out here. Well, these books are my recent books, as I have to say. Initially, I started my book after joining the year 2022. In 2022, when I completed my PhD, my doctorate, many people have asked me, why don't you write book? Initially, I have written book on some incident conference which helped the reader from the place where I belong. I became second city after Goa. Also helped. And after that, the journey started. Regarding these three books, which are very recent to my heart, Ecological Environment I started in the year 2025 when in the month of March I was being invited as a resource person in the Guwahati High Court Advocates Association. And within a few days, I made a presentation and it was highly appreciated. And at that time, I realized that environment has become such an integral part of our society as well as our life that we cannot ignore. So we have to do something for the society at large. And because of that, I've written a book, Ecology Environment, where I can help the society because we can't say we are away from the environment. It's a part of our life. We used to plant trees, we need to save water. And with the help of AI, that's why I have mentioned the book, it is getting environment with AI. That means with the help of artificial intelligence. What are the things we can do to safeguard the society, the environment at large? And what are the parameters we can take? Like the use of solar energy, green harvesting, and many other things. And the laws, because we are abide by the laws of the country. For that, we really need to know what are the environment protection laws are there and how we can rejuvenate and how we can connect globally. Because environment is something globally we call. And I would like to thank to God for selecting me for writing this book. And we are fortunate enough that my book got selected for London Book Fair. Last year it has been mentioned, and London Book Fair goes over the United Kingdom tour. And it was the only book from Assam to get listed in London Book. Moreover, it has been to many other book fairs. This is very special for me for the London Book Fair. After that, as I know, because as you know, the environment is good, but for a good environment, we also need to have a good health, good mind, good body. These two things are very important. If you can control your mind, your body will act as per your mind. So, for that, you have to do some kind of activity to make your mind active and reactive and focus and refocus. How we can make our body work better and better. And for that, I have chosen yoga because yoga is such a beautiful thing you can do to your life. From morning, when getting up early, doing the Surya Pranam, and start your day with a holistic environment, believing that you have that zeal, you have that activeness to do something better, which should be recognized. And also, it will help in your mind to get focus because mental health is very important. With yoga, people are helping to get good mental health, focus, help people to think positive, think good for others, And the mind is something. If you can convince your mind, obviously your body will also work accordingly. So it is that in yoga, this book have got complete yoga details, which will be really helpful for the people at large. Because as you know, yoga is now being recognized by the United Nations, and as you know, there are 100 plus countries following yoga. In my book, if you go through, you'll come to know what are the different ways and the way you can help yourself. So I written yoga for the advocate as well as I have written there's a yoga app. Many people don't know. There are laws for yoga as well. You have to know the laws. So you can't. It's interesting. Many people don't know. There are laws for yoga as well. Even on a yoga day, as we commonly as an advocate of Supreme Court, we have celebrate yoga day. Even in Supreme Court, there is a yoga room where we can go and focus and do yoga practice. So that is really, really helpful. Even on other district courts and the high courts and all, everywhere, yoga is being done. And also in government and central government offices also, you can find yoga being practiced. So that's why it is that in yoga, it is really helping the body and mind. And with this book, it's really going to help a lot. And my third book, that is my recent book, that is Only for Men, Part 1. This book is something eye-opening. Now the fact was that I was never thought of writing a book on only for men. I'm not a male chauvinist. I consider female as my mother's sister, my would-be wife. I always look forward. India is a motherland. I always look forward. But this book is dedicated to the people who have survived from such misdeeds or who are still struggling. Because the reason behind for writing this book was the case of Raja Raghuvanshi, who has become very famous in the country. So, because the thing is, we have cruelty against in India. But in the country, there is no law for men. So, as you know, there is a commission for National Commission for Women, but there is no National Commission for Men pro government. Though there is some NGO, National Commission for Men, who are working to safeguard the protection of the rights of men from being exploited by the fake cases by their wife on certain matters or in order. There you can find lots of cruelty against men. And this book will be a helpful guide for them to get a better life. It is not against any gender, it is for the safeguard of an animal. And you can this book, and it is in part one. Hopefully, in coming years, we also get part two. So this is a way, and the book will be a protection tool for the mankind. And here you can all the laws and all the cases, also legally how a man can get a safeguard from an unfaithful wife. If cheating on him, what are the steps he can take to get a divorce, to get a steps of getting a thing molestation cases. Because not I respect all women, but there are few women who take Indian laws in a different way to blackmail some men in certain matters. For that matters only, I have written this book by a safeguard. And also for this book also it has been recognized in many book fairs. And most of my books has been recognized last year as I mentioned London Book Fair, as in Abu Dhabi International Book Fair, as well as Singapore Book Fair in Jammu and Kashmir, as well as in Pune Book Fair, my book fair in display, as well as Chandigarh Book Fair. And now it's a great privilege to be here in the World Book Fair. And last year as International Kolkata Book Fair. Similarly, here also, this year also I'm expecting more in the upcoming book fairs for my these 3 months.
So coming to the same question. Plot evidence Why do you think legal awareness helps or not just professionally?
Law is a part of life. We cannot say law is if in law, suppose in law there is a case. Ignorance of law cannot be an excuse. If you are born in your land, that is your motherland, the land where you earn your bread and butter, so you cannot ignore the law. You can't say ignorance of law can be an excuse. Never. Even the judiciary says ignorance of law cannot be an excuse. If I have to be a citizen of the country, I have got the right to vote. I have the right to choose the leader of the country. Then also I have to abide by the law. No doubt, we have got fundamental rights, but also we have got fundamental duties. They are also directed principle of good policy. We have to follow. What is there? Nowadays, law courses are increased. If I have to say, earlier, suppose 15 years, 20 years back, some students might not be interested in law, but because of the increase of social media awareness, nowadays, everybody is aware of law. And if you are not aware of law, you are taking consultancy. If I go to court and if I say I don't have a lawyer, there is also district legal service authority who will give you a free lawyer for the BPL, below poverty line people. And also, if you don't get a lawyer, there are also legal cells that will help you out in the lawyers for everyone. So law is identical. And every day, there's always law everywhere. You can't say, I will break a law and I will get it. No. Eyes are upon you. There are lots of CCTV surveillance cameras upon you on the traffic signal. If you break a traffic jump it, wait, like, and if you think you will be doing a no, it will be followed by CCTV everywhere now. This is common. So law as I written on yoga, because many people, you also we know that there is law on the yoga as well. Environmental laws, we know because of the Green Tribunal, National Green Tribunal, National Tribunal. Moreover, laws for men, laws of men are also very limited in the country. Country like Germany, Sweden are not a gender biased country. The country India is a women biased country. There is no law for men. The law is there with limited resources. To safeguard their manhood, to safeguard their dignity, to safeguard their identity. Should not be just blackmail. Right to life is for everyone. Should not be gender bias. So we should know the law of day-to-day life. We survive in the competition world. In today's competitive world, if we don't know the law, rules of law might be an excuse. You cannot get it. You will be punished. You have to pay the penalties. You have to pay the fines. And you may have to go to jail behind bars for a certain period of time as specific by the law. So that's what I always do. They have become a part of life on day-to-day basis.
What's your focus responsibility towards the anti-water water society? Do you think modern systems are helping or failing individuals regarding
Look, the modern systems are technology based. I can't say that technology is not good. Obviously, we want enhancement, we want development, we want betterment. I always believe three things, whatever I do. If not here, then when? If not now, then when? And then if not me, then who? So we have to take the responsibility within ourselves. We have to believe that I have to do it. I have to take the initiative. If he's not doing, let me be the friend. Maybe I can do it. And regarding, yes, exactly. We have to take the initiative first. Moreover, technology is there, but we have created this technology, human. So there can be chances of human errors. We can't completely depend on AI. We can't completely depend on technology. We cannot depend completely on robotics because there might be some manufacturing defect, some system error, some viruses may be there because there is now hacking is there. And you can hack a robot, you can hack a AI system. Even the signals of the traffic light can be hacked. Emails, WhatsApp, everything can be hacked. So how we can completely depend on technology and AI? because nothing is 100% foolproof. That's the reason we need to be very much focused and always be self-belief on human base. If no doubt there is always be chances of human error because mistakes are the part of life. Every day we make mistakes. I only think we should not repeat our same mistake. We should learn from that mistake and try not to repeat the same mistake. Life something new and better. We should learn from our mistake. That should be our main goal.
The next question. If readers or listeners were to read just one chapter from each of your books, what kind of mindset shift would want them to see?
Look, the thing is that who is a reader? If I have to ask, first of all, a reader should be a learner. If I am a learner, I am going to adapt it. So that is a good reader. Because to be present in somewhere, you have to be first of all good listener. If you are a good listener, then you can be a good speaker. Similar, in the same motive or motto, we need to be a good reader first. To be a good reader, we have to accept that thing. The learning spirit should be there. If I'm a good learner, I can be a good reader. And if I become a good reader, then I will take the things and try to adapt it. Adaptation is more important. Whether you read fiction books or non-fiction books doesn't make difference. Only difference is how much knowledge you have on it. Because fiction, fantasies, people have got different way of thinking. Perceptions are always welcome. New ideas are always welcome. But importantly, whatever you learn, you should always have the creativity. Because fiction stories, you can't end up in your day-to-day life. You can't make it into reality. You can't adapt that character. But in non-fiction things, you can learn and apply it. But obviously, fiction also help you to explore the world which you can't visit. Because I always love reading. Why I love reading? The important question. Because you can transport yourself to that place, to that scenario, through your imagination. If I have to think about London, so if I read a book on London, with the book, I can transport to that place through my imagination, with the photographs, with the vision, that what is happening, and I can imagine that place. Because can't go to space, I can't go to Mars, I can't go and stay in Antarctica. But if I read a book on Antarctica, if I read a book on Mars, obviously I can imagine, I can go to that place and can experience that through my imagination, through my creativity. But for that, you have to be a good learner first. Secondly, you have to read it and keep it a good memory. If you can't memorize the thing, it's a creative idea. Because the creative idea is important. If I see some books out, I may forget some names. But if I see some photos, it will be in my mind. It will be present in my mind. And when next time I see that photo, I can recall it. So visual adaptation is very important. Creative thinking is very important after reading. And third is the adaptability on case-to-case basis. Yes, on non-fiction books, you can adapt it. But in fiction books, you have to imagine, but it is impossible to adapt in all situations.
But depending on
Depend on the creativity. You can write it, you can also draw it if you are a good fine artist. You can make a drama because I'm also from a creative background. I used to love drama and a drama background. I was also into creative. In my young days, I did modeling and all. So I do lots of fashion things. So creativity is highly required. Without creativity, you can't grow. And that's the reason the creativity needs that focus. And with these books, reading, adaptation, you can fulfill that. That's what I always believe. And I like to appreciate all the readers who look for something new, something better, which is really going to help a lot.
You cover a wide range of subjects, environment, political, and can you share what your next book will be about?
Well, honestly speaking, being an advocate at Supreme Court of India, I'm a lieutenant. I've written 18 books on law and less 18 books, 12 books on education, few books on self-help books, short stories, poetry. So I'm exploring myself. In 2024, I launched my book, I Am Motivated, at Abu Dhabi International Book Fair. That was a motivation self-help book. And also, Life is Beautiful, that is a poetry book. And also, I'm writing books on now astrology. So my upcoming books are on astrology, Vastu, numerology. I'm exploring with new updates of my life. Also, I'm writing books on professional ethics. Professional ethics is very important. Being a lawyer, if I don't follow professional ethics, it is of no use. Ethics is highly required because you have to do what is right. Because you have to do the karma will follow. When nobody is looking at you, and if you are still doing the right thing at the right place at the right time, that is the best thing you can do. So professional ethics is one of the book I'm writing at this moment. Moreover, I'm writing books on, as I said, numerology, history, astrology, as well as my other interests. And also, in coming days, we'll write on lots of fiction books. I'm also writing on fiction because people are asking me, why don't you write a novel? Why don't you write a book on fiction? Because we want to explore your creativity, how you think in creative sense, creative way, how people are going in a creative manner. And creativity has got no end. There is endless creativity. Now I'm thinking I can go to Mars, I can go to Jupiter, one day I'll go to Moon. But in practical, it sounds very difficult. But I can just explore my thoughts process in a different way. I can create a character who imports and go and explore it. People have got divine, different imagination, perception thinking, because we need to open up. We have to need to open up with the things that what can be feasible, and some things are not feasible enough, and we have to go through our creativity. Because I still remember James Cameron, one of the Hollywood biggest directors. Once upon a time, he had thought of making the character of Avatar. But at that time, he was told that technology hasn't been updated enough to make that character being live now. And after the advancement of technology, advancement of new updates, the technology has evolved. And because of that, Avatar film came afterward. Similarly, with the Elon Musk, which I always follow him because his birthday is also 20th June, my birthday is also 20th June. And the best thing I love about him is that he's a risk taker. Risk taker is the most important thing. He's a risk taker. And he took a YouTuber to his space station. Then one YouTuber has suggested him, as per my knowledge, then why don't you make a rocket which can be reusable? Truly. And that idea had ignited him and thought of generating that idea. And he had told NASA, then we make a rocket can be reusable. And at that moment of time, NASA had demoralized it. NASA had told Elon Musk that if that can be invented, we have invented it long back. It's not feasible, it's not possible.
Like Elon Musk can make it happen.
But he had made it happen. Recently, he made a rocket which can be reusable. Not the completely, but few parts or portion of it can be reusable. You can't use everything 100%, but if you can use the 50 to 30% also. It will
That's
also
a very
save
great
money,
thing.
save time, save energy, everything. So that is the most crucial thing. Never let your dreams die before it reach to its endeavors. We should always be ready for our future endeavors. We should be focusing, we should apply, we should discuss. And the thing is that we should be with the knowledgeable people. The saying is there. I'm not suggesting. The saying is there. A clever enemy is better than a foolish friend. A clever enemy is better than a foolish friend. If you stay with dumb people, your thinking will become dumb. Because if you be with five scholars, you will become the sixth scholar. If you be with the 5 billionaires, you will be the 6 billionaire. And if you with the 5 unsuccessful people, I will sorry to say. So choose your people wisely. If you're not getting good people around your environment, change your environment. If you're not liking your profession, change your profession. But don't let your dreams die before you touch the sky. The thing is that in my MBA, when I was doing MBA from Equai Business School, IBS, I'm an Equai product. We have taught SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. So we should emphasize on our strengths first. What are our strengths? Weaknesses, what we have to overcome. Opportunities, what are the opportunities we are getting from our surrounding. And last, the threat. It can be people around you who will demoralize you. Why to write books? I was being also demoralized when I wrote my first book. Book लिखने से क्या होगा? What of writing books? You should earn money from different sources. No doubt you might be earning money by selling books, but you should focus more on earning from different sources. But I proved them wrong. I started my book with the first book, and within 36 months, I wrote 36 books. The things are going in, and also thanks my publicists who's supporting me, emphasizing me, making me to write on the different topics which might be hitting in the market. So this might be the reason I'm writing the different books on different genre, okay? Different categories. These are in my mind.
So what is the present number or the highest number of books? What is the name supposed to be? Not for valuing that.
Thank you. Thank you so much for congratulating today. Well, it's a really pride moment for me. With the start of the year 2026, I got the best international author for writing highest books. Now, the thing is that initially, if I have to say professionally, I think it's a good thing for me because getting a good recognition, and that is in the beginning of the year. It first of all emphasizes you that the beginning of the year is good, then the rest of the year is going to be awesome. If I go for batting and if I hit the six on the first ball, then means I'm more confident to hit the six and fours in the other overs as well. So first of all, professionally it is boosting me. Secondly, it is also helping me the brand building because getting the best international.
You also have the highest resume number of pages in your resume as well.
Yeah, that is also one of my achievement in my career. Even everybody, you can Google it. As I have to say, you can Google it world longest CV. If you Google it world longest CV, you will find my name as Advocate Dr. Monish Das. And that record I made in Kathmandu, Nepal, in the SARC summit in the year 2022. And things never made in a overnight. As it has been said, Rome was not made in a day. Similarly, my CV was also not made in a day. It took a decade,
Years of hard work.
years of hard work. Because of decade hard work, it have realized me that I have achieved something, and I still have to do something. I still hold this world record because now CV have been increased to lots and lots of it. Yeah, now it will be increased to 86 pages till now. In future, hopefully, I'll touch 100 pages with God's blessing and my hard work and everyone's good wishes, support. And regarding this award, as I have to say, it has professionally helped me, not only me, also to inspire publisher and the publisher who have worked with me earlier, and as well as for getting the best international author for writing the highest book. That is also something motivating in a professional stand because highest book is something what because international author I've been recognized because of my book display in the international platform, selling in the international arena. Because my books have been sold in London, Europe, Middle East, America, Australia, everywhere. So my book has been there. And global recognition I'm getting. And this is also the first award of 2026. The previous years. But previously also I got this international author in the year 2022. Yeah, that is also I got an award in Turkey, Istanbul. And also in middle of the years in 2024, I got as a best as a aspiring author. I've been honored by Chief Justice of India, Sanjeev Khanna sir, Honorable Chief Justice in 2023, Supreme Court Tribunal, as well as in 2025, also for getting selected for the three books of these three books, only for men, as well as for the book that is A to Z in environment with AI, as well as for A to Z in yoga. I got awarded from recent as the current Chief Justice, Honorable Chief Justice Surya Kant for this Chief Justice. And if I have to say personally, the personally also things are going day after another for me. Because personal level also help me to get more and more focus as well as to get ready for the future with some more upcomings. And the best thing about this, I got this award by Bollywood actor Rahul Roy, who started his journey from RCT as well as the Big Boss season one, as well as I was being awarded by Mrs. Bloom. She have awarded me. And moreover, the best thing, the book was been launched along with India's management guru, Dr. Arindam Chaudhary. So he have launched my book and it was really wonderful, to a great extent. So in personal levels, I'm delighted, more and more motivated and to focus for a betterment so that it can also touch new milestones in coming days and I have to do really something great in the upcoming days. So personal level also I think and cherish this moment as the guest international author for writing highest books. So it's really helping me personally as well as professionally.
So far you published three books with Inspire Publishing. How has your experience been with us?
Yeah, that is a very important question I have to say. Because I have written 36 books, and out of 36 books, I like Inscribe very well. Because, first of all, the book quality. If I have to see the quality of Inscribe is good, now finishing it. And if I have to choose the publishing of a book of some local publisher, the quality really differs because the quality is evident. Why a reader will buy my book? First of all, they will look the problem, look the book published to inscribe the quality and the local publishing which they have published recently for the book fair distribution. These are the original publishers. And the more important, if I have to say, the quality, the paper quality is far, far superior. I have to say. And the best part of this type is that they give you all, they make you realize to get you the team to go through. There is any mistake. And also, if I confirm it, they will ask me for one more final revision so that the book comes with zero correction so that people can reach it. And moreover, they have published my short profile at the website. They put a good design of my photos and have their regarding the matters also they have put some design photos. So you let's see the along with my photo a short profile of mine. As you know, I have the world longest CV. My CV can't be here, but a small profile can always be there. The backyard of the book, you can see that side of the book. And the more important thing is that publishers should be, they should be quality oriented. And Inscribe have a good market in the South India. They have printed the book in North India, East India, West India, or South India also. And yes, Mark, because as we come to know about literacy, Kerala becomes the first. Now, I Chennai. And also from Chennai, I started because I got good friends out there who have been multi-talented. My inspiration come from Tamil Nadu, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He is my role model. He is the person whom I always believe that he is the game changer of the country. Because being a nuclear scientist, when India was in the turmoil of security, he have done the test fire for our nuclear bomb, which rocked the world and made India presence in the global arena that we India have got the nuclear energy. Even the countries like Pakistan also got fear, factor at a very initial level. When then they came to know. And Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was such a great person. Yet after invention of the nuclear from India, he have become the president of India. He had Bharat Ratna Award and also such a soft-hearted person because he unfortunate that we lost him in Meghalaya, Northeast India, in IIM Shillong. But I still remember I read his book, Kings of Fire, and many things really inspires me. So for Inscribe, this is for Inscribe for the upcoming things, and you can see lots of good titles out here. And I always think a good publisher is highly required, not only for publishing a good quality book without error book, but also for a good distribution channel, as well as a good social media promotion. And also, it's really great because this is the first time I think Inscribe out here in the World Book Fair, and this is one of the stalls out of 3,000 stalls in World Book Fair. And also because, yeah, thank you, and I used to take the bite of one of the author of Inscribe. And looking forward for some great journey in coming days with Inscribe. And I always wish that South Indian market has got great demand for book readers, and the literacy is something really happy to work on. Because books can change the country's future. If India become a leader, we can change the nation. Because you can see lots of underdeveloped countries in the world. They haven't developed because of the education. And our education can be given through books. Now e-books are there, Kindle is there. You can get a Kindle, you can get e-books, download it, you can go through. And I have came and I conquered the books and I love to get insight with great knowledge. Because knowledge is the only constant we have to keep on developing day-to-day basis because knowledge is not permanent. It's a dynamic thing. It's keep on changing. The non-fiction things keep on changing. So you need to be more and more dynamic towards the knowledge and keep on reading and accept that change with gratitude. And with Inscribe, I look forward for the South India market that I accept to become missing and the more and more quality from South. And also, and moreover, the Inscribe have taught me that the quality, the one thing if I learn about from Inscribe is the quality. They will never compromise with quality. Just now, as I saw the publishing book out here and local publishers and the quality of the Inscribe book which I carry with me, that got high difference and big difference. You can see these books are not great books. You will love my book. I get experience of quality, experience of reading experience. And I assure you, this book will be worth it as well as my other books. And you can get it the book from online. You can get it from Amazon, Flipkart, also. So that's really motivating all of us to focus and refocus on the upcoming year. Let's economy is coming. Only for one. Thank you so much for joining me and giving us valuable time out of the schedule and inviting me for this podcast at the World Book Fair. So I really had a great time out here. This 2026 podcast and World Book Fair sponsored by this. Thank you so much.